Hello and welcome to Rocket Systems YouTube channel. In our previous video, we discussed how we can perform CRUD operations in our MongoDB using Python programming language. In this video, we are going to talk about some of the basic queries which we can use in order to extract and filter out the data from the collections from all the documents we have. So in order for that, I have created lots of documents inside my database, and let me just give you a quick overview of how this data looks like. So this data is basically the list of all the data of the students where we have the name, we have the age, we have the ID, we have the class, we have the subjects like this particular student is studying these three subjects, and we also have the marks which this particular student got in different test results. Now I have saved this data for all the students, and we have in total 41 documents, and we are now going to talk about how we can extract some specific data out of all these documents by using the queries. So let's get started. Okay, so now I've already written some part of my code where I have imported the library. I'm also connected to my Mongo database. I've also connected to the collection. Now let's first understand how we can write a simple query to list all the documents we have which matches a particular attribute. So for example, I want to get the list of all the students who are in the class 11. So for that, what I will do is I will simply use list, and I will simply use my collection dot find, and inside this I will mention my parameters. So for example, I want to get the list of all the documents or the list of all the data of the students which belongs to class, let's say 11. Now this query will give me all the list of documents which has class as 11. Now once I have this, I can simply use a for loop to list down all the details. So for example, I'll use print name, and let's also get the ID. Now if I run this code, okay, so now you can see I have the list of all the students which belongs to class 11, and I also have the IDs of it. So this way you can fill this is the very basic query which you can use to get all the documents which matches a particular value of an attribute. Now let's talk about another query. So let me just comment this code. Now in the next query, let's try to filter out all the data, basically all the name of the students which fall into the age group of 16 and 17. Right, so all the students which has the age is either 16 or 17. So for that, I will simply write my query as list, and then I will use collection dot find, and inside this now I have to apply the filter based on the age, and here I will use another operator which is in. So this in operator basically means give me all the data which has 16 and 17 inside it. So give me all the data where age has either 16 or 17 inside it. So this will give me that particular list of the documents. And after that, I can simply use, let me just simply copy this code as here. Okay, now let's try to run this code. And I think let's also, instead of ID, let's print class here. So we will see the students belongs to which class. So here you can see we have the list of all the names of the students which has the age group of 16 or 17. So we can see they belongs to different classes. So class 10, and we also have the results from class 11. So this way we can use this operator in to get the data. Now let's talk about another query where what we will do, we will get we will find. Okay, now because we have the marks in our uh, data as well. So let's try to get the marks of of any particular student. So for that, the query will again be simple. So for that, I'll use doc list collection dot find, and let's say I want to get the marks of the students which has ID as 2, and he should belongs to class 10. So give me the marks for the student which has ID 2 and class 10. So here now I will simply type for doc in doc list, and here I will simply print the marks of that particular student. So here I'll write doc and marks. Now let me run this code. Okay, now this has given me the marks of that particular student. So test name in UT1 he got 56 marks, in UT2 he got 68 marks, and in UT3 he got 74 marks. So this way we can get the values of marks as well. Now let's focus on another query where what we will do is we will simply now because we have the marks here, so let's try to get the final score of all the students. So we will get the marks of all the students, and then we will average this, and then we will update the record of that student with the final score of that particular student. So for this, what we will do is first we need to we need to get the documents of all the students which are in class 10th, 11th and 12th. So for that I will write doc list collection dot find, and then because I have to filter it based on the class, so I will use class, and I will use the same in operator, and what values it will have 10, 11 and 12, because I want to get all the documents of the students which are at class 10, 11 and 12. I think we are missing something. Yes, we are missing. Now it's okay. Now it's fine. So here let's just simply print the document list to see what data we have first. So if I run this code, let me just debug this. Okay, now you can see that we have all the records of the students from the database, and in total we have 41 records, which means we have got all the records from the database. Now we can simply apply some condition here. So for doc in doc list, and first we will extract the name of that particular student from the document. So name we have got, and here let's take the total sum variable because we are going to total their values, and then from here we will simply extract the marks of that student. So for marks, and total sum will be total sum plus whatever marks he has, and then the final score will be, let's take this value as integer, total sum divided by 3. So this will be the final score of this particular student. Now at this stage we have got the final score, so we just have to update the update the document. So here I will set, I will set, and what I have to set, I have to set the value of final score with whatever the final score is, and the parameters which we have is this is name and name. Now at the end I can simply call update collection, update function to update the values. Okay, now before running this code, let's just go and have a quick look. So you can see that all the students, the data which we have, the final score is 0. Why? Because we have not calculated the final score. Now based on this, based running this code, we will calculate the final score and then we will also update the document. So let's try to do that. Let me just run this code and this is done. Now if we just go here and if we refresh this, you will see that each student, the document, now we have the final score. So we have updated all the documents. So like 71, this particular student Charles has score 81 and this particular student Joseph has score 69. So we have added the score of all the students. So this way you can update the document also. Now this is done. Now let's try to find out the value. Let's try to find out that particular student which has got the highest score in our database. So what we are going to do is we are going to write a simple query which will list us, which will give us the document which has the highest max value of the final score. So for that, we'll again take doc list and list, and we will use collection dot find, and then we have to sort. We have to do the sorting. So we have to do the sorting based on what parameter? Based on final score. And if I write -1 here, this will give me the max value, and if I write 1 here, this will give me the low value. So let's just go with -1 to get the max value, and then here we can mention the limit. So how many documents we want to get? We just want to get the one document which is the highest document, which has the highest value of the final score. So that's why I will write here 1. Now after this it's simple. Again we will simply doc list and we will print. Let's first print the name of that student, which will be name, and then let's also print which class he belongs to. So class. Now let's see the name of the student which has topped our school. So I'll simply run this and okay, I can see Henry belongs to class 10 and he has the highest final score. Let me also print his final score here. So document final score. Perfect. So we can see Henry belongs to class 10th and the highest score he has is 84. So Henry is the guy who has topped our score. Now let's try to find out the person who has the lowest marks. Perfect. So we can see Lincoln belongs to class 12 and he has the lowest score. So in this way we can use this query to sort the values, the documents and the data based on our parameters. So in this video we just discussed how we can use various queries to filter out the data from our document. You can use this query to get your data as per your needs. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel.